tried to kill the story, but I brought it back. So we're gonna get back into the word. Um, we're gonna get back into what I was speaking about before, which is what I've noticed about chosen people. And I believe I was talking about when we have people who are for us, who are trying to, protect us to be whatever it is we're called to be, whatever our mission is, whatever our purpose is, to help us get to that point, right? And I was saying that it creates struggle, it creates uh, challenges, it creates trials, and on the other side of that too is that that's going to be life. We're going to have struggles. We're going to have um, challenges, triumphs, adversity, adversity, struggle. We're going to have trials, and that is supposed to groom us, that is supposed to shape us, that is supposed to, and sometimes pain is the best teacher. So that's why we go through things, we hurt, we feel, we have pain, we have emotion, we have these different things to help us to get to a place where we can achieve greatness, where we can achieve success. We do have to fail in order to succeed. It's a part of life. You will be tested. If you fail, go back, study, retake the test. When you pass the test, you advance. And it's a continuing cycle on and on and on. But nonetheless, people who have that person who's supposed to help them with their journey transitioning, it is bad and it's good at the same time, because it could be bad because it could put that person in a mental state of like, dang, I know this person was supposed to be to help me, but now I don't, I lost all motivation to do it because that person is not here. Like, it really could put a damper on your success or how long it takes you to succeed. It could add more challenges to the road, to the journey that you are on to your point. But also, you also have to take into consideration that the people or person who is a part of, or who was supposed to be a part of your life, who has transitioned, is doing more stuff for you spiritually than they could ever do physically. Because physically, you would be putting a limitation on them. Spiritually, there's no limitation, and that sounds like somebody, don't it? It sounds like God. So, do you think that God would be able to do everything that He has done if He was here physically? I say no. I don't think so. I don't. I don't think He would. I'm just gonna be 100% honest. I don't think He would. However, spiritually, He's omnipresent. He's all knowing. He's waymaker. He's the creator, the beginning, the end, the alpha, the omega, and everything in between. Right. So He's able to do, and even your ancestors, even the people who have transitioned, they're still able to do more spiritually than physically, because then physically they will have their own interferences, they will have their own struggles, they will have their own things to do, they will have their own, but spiritually they could just focus on you, what you got around you, how to cultivate whatever it is to help you around you, and help you talk to you directly, through signs and synchronicities and earring and stuff like that to help you just you directly versus being here and worrying about going over going over their friend house or going over to mama house and or having calls, texts, and spending time with all these different people when they're supposed to be for you. If you get me, you get me. And then another thing that I've noticed is that we get strung along by people who try to convince us that they are for us, but they're actually hindering us. What I mean by that is, let's say you have your family and you do everything that you can for your family, and it's they're doing things for you to manipulate you into doing things for them instead of you doing things for yourself and taking the time that you need for yourself and building yourself up to get to that next point. They're draining your energy by these things and making you think that they are doing something for you by doing something that you may like or love when it's a manipulation tactic. That's what I mean. And then also people having a title. Yeah, usually these people do have some sort of title, some type of authority over you. Um, they usually have some type of authority over you that will usually be perceived as some sort of protection of the truth. Meaning, I have my grandma. My grandma do X, Y, Z to me. I don't say how I really feel, or I don't show, or I don't truth truth tell to her because it may hurt her feelings, or because that's my grandma. Like, you don't do that to family. You don't do that to your elders. You don't. Fuck that. Just saying. It don't matter the title, the authority. It don't matter. None of that matters. What matters is what God tells you. What the Heavenly Father tells you is what matters. Fuck everything else. Being so dead ass. Forget everything else. No, no mom, no dad, no. Especially if these are the people who are hindering you. Anybody that's hindering you, nobody that title, no mom, no dad, no grandma, no grandfather, no sister, no brother, no auntie, no uncle, no cousin, no step grandfather twice removed. Nobody but God. No man, no woman, no kid, nobody but God. No mama law, no father law, no sister law, no brother law, no cousin law, no nobody. No little Kim down the street, no little Ray Ray around the corner, nobody besides God and Yahuwah. Nobody besides Yahuwah. Okay? Okay. Then people don't care about feelings. Why should you care about theirs? They didn't care about the nights that you was in your room crying and you was to yourself and you was hurting and you was in pain and you was thinking about everything that they then did to you and continue to do, and you they didn't care about the manipulation tactics that they used on you that worked, that still had you crying or made you feel some type of way. They don't care about all the times that you was contemplating about committing and doing, and they didn't care about none of that. If you could fill in the blanks, they didn't care about none of that. So why should you care about them now? Give a fuck. Hmm. And um, they use another thing is that these other people, they use what they did for us as a reason why we should continue to do for them when we sense weird vibes. Like it could be we got disrespected or we got manipulated or we got devalued, played, tired. We got all these different emotions from different things that has happened, and they still expect us to do. You expect me to do what? You expect me to do huh? You expect me to do who? No owl on your shoulder. Fuck you talking about? Get the owl to do it. I ain't doing nothing. Because that's where you got me fucked up at. What the fuck you think I'm gonna do something for you and you just disrespecting me? And you gonna try to manipulate me after the disrespect because you feel like you did something for me when that was manipulation too, when that was disrespect too, when that was being devalued too. Out my face. And then these people, not the chosen people, the other people, the weird people. I'm gonna name them the weird people. The weird people get upset when we speak the truth. And our truth always gets downplayed so everybody can believe that we are the liars and we are the bad guys. Just because they have their veil of perception and this is all they see. They can't see the truth. This is the truth, this is not. They're so in, in their own veil that they are not seeing the truth. And they have everybody around them going like this to see their point of view, to see their veil, to see why they're right, to see why they need to be the truth tellers in the situation. And people will actually believe them because they don't have the discernment to actually hear what the truth is. People hang around people um who have the same energy, who are the same one track minded or like who are on the same wavelength as them when it comes to things. This is why it is important to try to diversify your friend group because you can ultimately help somebody else take that, shed that veil, take that away to see the truth, to be able to elevate themselves for ascension, for growth, for healing, for to help the world become a better place and for them to ascend, for them to have whatever desires that the heavens has for them. You may unlock something in that person that could you might put energy in their star to help it shine for them to shoot. But the people who are still like this think we're the bad guys, we're the liars, we're the assholes. The we're the devil. We are deception. We are this, that, and the third. When in reality, their veil is keeping them low vibrational. It's keeping them down. It's keeping them not seeing whatever it is that they need to see, which is dun, 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 the truth. But I'm going to end it right there. This is going to be a part two because editing, yeah, I need to figure something out. I need to get on my Zoom, but at least I'm recording because if, but y'all can get I can't even talk. Y'all gonna get these videos how they come, and when we have better, we're gonna do better. Of course, we already got better. It's already getting better. It's already here. Everything is already here. Everything we need is already here. Everything we already want, desire is already here. God is gonna give it to us. He's gonna rain down on us. He's gonna make us grow. He's gonna make us elevate. He's gonna make us ascend. He's gonna get us to the purposes and the missions that we need to complete and fulfill. And we are going to have what he has for us in his kingdom. Yes, we are. We are going to enlighten as much people as we can. We're going to help as many people as we can. We're going to uplift people as we can. We're going to ignite the start of people's stars in their hearts and, and to help them to speak more authentically, be more free, be more of themselves and who they're meant to be. And just because if they may operate in darkness, that may be what God has for them. You never know what God got because there always need to be a balance: good, bad, light, dark, red, blue, in, out, up, down, left, right, balance, unbalance. Mm, it's always gonna be that. But I'm gonna leave right here. Of course, you can follow my TikTok LESGETLAT my Twitch IDEFKM underscore, and my IG is AR15Z underscore. You can find me on those platforms, and I'll holla at y'all next time.